What a wonderful gathering. You all are ready every day to listen to this sublime text. Yoga Vaashishtha Maha Ramayanam. Third Utpatthi Prakaranam. Today, we'll beginning the 10th Sarga. Yesterday 9th was over. 17 days we studied that. 74 mantras. Now 54 mantras, shlokas in this 10th Sarga. Here also the topic is same Paramatma Tattva only, but questioned different way, therefore answered a different way. The title is Ki, when Mahapralaya happens, what is the bhava at that time? Of that bhava, which is Paramatma only, his varnana is given to us. So Mahapralaya Avasishta Bhava Varnanam is the name of this Sarga. I will explain, read out to you. Yes, Mahakalpanta Avashishta Parama Bhava Varnanam. Mahakalpanta Avashishta, the supreme Bhava, how it is like is explained. Now, the purpose of for studying is slowly in this way when we study, our intellect gets opened up for the presence of the higher truth, the reality. In the beginning, it will be vague, it will be frightening, it will be confusing, it can't be understood. But then keep on listening, our intellects will be able to comprehend that. Then that will be found as the goal. Then towards the goal we want to walk. Then we go to Guru, find from him all the sadhanas, walk in that path and reach out. This is how it happens, and only to a blessed few that such type of very sublime texts listening opportunities come. And among them, very few are the ones who use it. Now you know how many hundreds of Swamis, you yourself may be a Mahatma, no doubt. But how many of them are talking on the text? Batao? Only one or two. And to whom, how many are able to make it? Isn't it? With or without any of the conveniences, excuses that are in your hands. What good that those who are able to make it, they are really wonderful, lucky. Now let us start this 10th Sarga today. Mahakalpanta Avashishta Parama Bhava Varnanam. Right? Today the chanting of it, 54 mantras. Then let us see how much we can study. Om, Om, Om. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Namo Brahmadibhyo Brahma Vidya Sampradaya Kartrubhyo Vamsa Rishibhyo Mahadbhyo Namo Gurubhyah Yeri Me Gurvi Puram Padavakya Pramanadah Vyakyataha Sarvedantaha Sachastraha Tan Nityam Pranatosmyaham Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badrayanam Sutrabhashya Kruta Vande Bhagavanto Punah Punah Sri Rama Rama Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sahasranama Tattulyam Ramanamaranne Tasmai Shri Gurave Vasishthamune Nitya Namaskurmahe Vishwamitra Munim Sharanyamanagam Bhuyo Namasyamyaham Tasmai Valmikaye Gurutama Gurave Bhuri Bhavaya Natasmaha Purnananda Subhavaha Swajana Hitakrute Maya Yopatakayaha Karunyad Uddhitirshuru Janamanavaratam Mohapanki Nimagnam Avishyantarvasistam Bahirapikalayan Shishabhavamitene Yasamvadena Shastramruta Jaladimamum Ramachandram Prabhadye Brahmanandam Paramasugadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gagana Sadrusham Tattvamasya Dilaksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadhi Sakshibhutam Bhavatitam Triguna Sadgurum Tannamami Parabrahmane SHRUTHI समस्त ब्रह्म भक्ति योग धर्म विद्या आचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो नमः अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः श्री वशिष्ठ विश्वामित्र वाल्मीकि वेदव्यास वामदेव नारदादि ब्रह्म विद्याचार्येभ्यो नमः श्री रामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः संकल्पः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषद् योग वासिष्ठ महारामायणोक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्य बोधेन अस्मिन् क्षणे एव मोक्ष कैवल्य प्राप्त्यर्थं श्रुति स्मृति पुराणे इतिहास संतवाङ्मयोक्त साध्य साधनानुभव सिद्ध्यर्थं तत्रोक्तर्ष मुनि गुरुदेवता दर्शनानुग्रहनुभव प्राप्त्यर्थम सनातन धर्म से वैदिक हिंदव संस्कृते जागरण विश्वव्याप्ते विश्व आध्यात्मिक प्रगति एकता शांति पुरोभिवृद्ध्यर्थम अस्मिन् सनातन कंकणमद्दस्माकं सह सर्वेषां निरंतर दिग्विजयार्थम श्रीराम मंदिरवत् शिवकृष्णादि समस्त मंदिराणाम् आश्रमाणां पुण्यदिव्य क्षेत्राणां विश्वविद्यालय भूभागादीनां पुनरावाप्ति तेषु निरंतर शास्त्र अध्ययन अध्यापनोपासना यज्ञयाग साधना सेवा तपस्या प्रार्थनादीनां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातनस्य बाह्याभ्यन्तर शत्रूणां शाश्वतरूपेण समूल निर्मूलनार्थं भारतवर्षे विश्वे च अस्मात् क्षणादारभ्य वैदिकैन्दव संस्कृतेः सुसम्प्रतिष्ठावाप्त्यर्थं विश्वे मोक्षधर्म पुरुषार्थ प्रतिष्ठा द्वारा विश्व संरक्षणाभिवृद्ध्यर्थमस्यां कक्षायाम् आगतानां संकल्पित सत्कर्मसु दिग्विजयार्थं तेषां हृदये परब्रह्म भगवद्देवता गुरुशास्त्र सत्संग साधना सेवा माता पितृदेश धर्म सनातन भक्त्यादीनां द्वारा जन्म साफल्यार्थं अनेक शास्त्राणाम् अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मध्ये श्री वाल्मीकि महर्षि विरचित श्री योगवाश्रम रामायण शास्त्रस्य पारायणम् अध्ययनं साधना प्रयत्नं तदनन्तरं श्री आद्यशंकर कृत प्रश्नोत्तर रत्नमालिका अध्ययनं साधना तदनन्तरं संक्षिप्त स्कंद पुराण पारायणं वयं सर्वे मोक्षार्थं करिष्यामहे। ओम श्री रामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः। श्री योग वासिष्ठ रामायण शास्त्र मंगलाचरण श्लोकाः। ओम यद सर्वाणि भूतानि प्रतिभान्ति स्थितानि च यत्रैवोपशमं यान्ति तस्मै सत्यात्मने नमः। ज्ञाता ज्ञानं तथा ज्ञेयं द्रष्टा दर्शन दुष्यभूः कर्ता हेतुः क्रिया यस्मात् तस्मै ज्ञप्त्यात्मने नमः। स्फुरन्ति सीकरा यस्मादानन्दस्याम्बरेवनौ सर्वेषां जीवनं तस्मै ब्रह्मानन्दात्मने नमः। दिवि भूमौ तथाकाशे बहिरन्तश्च मे विभुः यो विभाति भासात्मा तस्मै सर्वात्मने नमः। ओम श्री रामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः। अथ तृतीय उत्पत्ति प्रकरणम्। दशमः सर्गः। महाकल्पान्तावशिष्ट परमकारण वर्णनम्। ओम पारायणं। श्रीराम उवाच महाप्रलय संपत्तौ यदेतदवशिष्यते भवत्येतदनाकारं नाम नास्त्यत्र संशयः न शून्यं कथमेतत् स्यात् न प्रकाशः कथं भवेत् कथं वा न तमो रूपं कथं वा नैव भास्वरं कथं वा नैव चित् रूपं जीवो वा न कथं भवेत् कथं न बुद्धितत्त्वं स्यात् कथं वा न मनो भवेत् कथं वा नैव किञ्चित् स्यात् कथं वा सर्वमित्यपि अनयैव वचो भङ्ग्या मम मोह इवोदितः। वसिष्ठ उवाच विषमोऽयमतिप्रश्नः भवता समुदाहृतः भेत्तास्मि अहं तु यत्नेन नैशं तम इवांशुमान् महाकल्पान्तसम्पत्तौ यत्तत् सत् अवशिष्यते तद्रामन यथा शून्यं तदिदं शृणु कथ्यते अनुत्कीर्णा यथा स्तम्भे संस्थिता शालभञ्जिका तथा विश्वं स्थितं तत्र येन शून्यं न तत्पदम् अयमित्थं महाभोगः जगदाख्यो भासते सत्यो भवत्यसत्यो वा यत्र तत्रत्वशून्यता यथा न पुत्रिका शून्यः स्तम्भोऽनुत्कीर्णपुत्रिकः तथा भातं जगद्ब्रह्म तेन शून्यं न तत्पदं सौम्याम्भसि यथा वीचिर्न चास्ति न च नास्ति च तथा जगद्ब्रह्मणीदं शून्याशून्यपदं गतं देशकालादिशान्तात्वात् पुत्रिका रचनं द्रुमे संभवत्यथातो वै तेनानन्ते विमुह्यते तत्स्तंभपुत्रिकाद्येतत् परमार्थे जगत्स्थितेः एकदेशेन सदृशम् उपमानं न सर्वथा न कदाचिदुदेतीदं परस्मात् न च शाम्यति इत्थं स्थितं केवलं सतु ब्रह्मस्वात्मनि संस्थितम् अशून्यापेक्षया शून्य शब्दार्थपरिकल्पना अशून्यत्वात् संभवतः शून्यता शून्यते कुतः ब्रह्मण्ययं प्रकाशो हि न संभवति भूतजः सूर्यानलेन्दुतारादिः कुतस्तत्र किलाव्यये महाभूतप्रकाशानाम् अभावस्थमुच्यते महाभूताभावजन्तु तेनात्र न तमः क्वचिदो स्वानुभूतिः प्रकाशोऽस्य केवलं व्योमरूपिणः योऽन्तरस्ति स तेनैव न त्वन्येनानुभूयते मुक्तं तमः प्रकाशाभ्याम् इत्येतदजरं पदम् आकाशकोशमेवेदं विद्धि कोशं जगत्स्थितेः बिल्वस्य बिल्वमध्यस्य यथा भेदो न कश्चन तथास्ति ब्रह्मजगतोः न बनागविभिन्नता सलिलान्तर् यथा वीचिर्मृदन्तर्घटको यथा तथा यत्र जगत्सत्ता तत्कथं खात्मकं भवेत् भूर्जलाद्युपमानश्रीः साकारान्ता समानसा ब्रह्मत्वाकाशविशदं तस्यान्तस्थं तथैव ददौ तस्माद्यादृक् आकाशादपि निर्मलं तदन्तस्थं तादृगेव जगत्शब्दार्थभागभि मरीचेऽन्तर्यता तैक्ष्ण्यं ऋते भोक्तुर्न लक्ष्यते चिन्मात्रत्वं चिदाकाशे तथा चेत्यकलां विना तस्माच्चिदप्यचिद्रूपं चेत्यरिक्तं तदात्मनि जगत्ता तादृगेवेयं तावन्मात्रात्मतावशात् रूपालोकमनस्काराः तान् तन्मया एव नेतरतु यथा स्थितम् अतो विश्वं सुषुप्तं तुर्यमेव वा तेन योगी सुषुप्तात्मा व्यवहार्यपि शान्तधीः आस्ते ब्रह्मनिराभासं सर्वाभासं सुसमुद्गकः आकारिणि यथा सौम्ये स्थितास्तो ये महोर्मयः अनाकृतौ तथा विश्वं स्थितं तत्सदृशं परे पूर्णात् पूर्णं प्रसरति यत्तत्पूर्णं निराकृति ब्रह्मणो विश्वमाभातं तद्धि स्वार्थं विचक्षितं पूर्णात् पूर्णं प्रसरति संस्थितं पूर्णमेव तत् अतो विश्वमनुत्पन्नं यच्चोत्पन्नं तदेव तत् चेत्यासम्भवतस्तस्मिन् यदेका जगदर्थता आस्वादका सम्भवतः मरीचेकैव तीक्ष्णता सत्येवेयमयसत्येव चित्तचेत्यादिता परे तद्भावात् प्रतिबिम्बस्य प्रतिबिम्बार्हता कुतः परमाणोरपि परं तदणीयो हि अणीयसः शुद्धं सूक्ष्मं परं शान्तं तदाकाशोदरादपि दिक्कालाद्यनवच्छिन्न रूपत्वादतिविस्तृतं तदनाद्यन्तमाभासं भासनीयविवर्जितं चिद्रूपमेव नो यत्र लभ्यते तत्र जीवता कथं स्यात् चित्तताकार वासना नित्यरूपिणी चिद्रूपानुदयात् एव तत्र नास्त्येव जीवता न बुद्धिता चित्तता वा नेन्द्रियत्वं न वासना एवमित्थं महारम्भ पूर्णमपि अजरं पदम् अस्मद्दृष्ट्या स्थितं शान्तं शून्यमाकाशतोऽधिकं श्रीराम उवाच परमार्थस्य किं रूपं तस्यानन्तचिदाकृतेः पुनरेतन्ममाचक्ष्व निपुणं बोधवृद्धये वसिष्ठ उवाच महाप्रलयसम्पत्तौ सर्वकारणकारणं शिष्यते परमं ब्रह्म तदिदं वर्ण्यते शृणु नाशयित्वा स्वमात्मानं मनसो वृत्तिसंशये सद्रूपं यदनाख्येयं तद्रूपं तस्य वस्तुनः नास्ति दृश्यं जगत् द्रष्टा दृश्याभावाद्विलीनवतु भातीति भासनं यत् स्यात् तद्रूपं तस्य वस्तुनः चितेर्जीवस्वभावाय यदचेत्योन्मुखं वपुः चिन्मात्रं विमलं शान्तं तद्रूपं परमात्मनः अङ्गलग्नेऽपि वातादौ स्पर्शाद्यनुभवं विना जीवतश्चेतसो रूपं यत्तद्वै परमात्मनः अस्वप्नाय अनन्ताय अजडाय मनः स्थितेः यद्रूपं चिरनिद्रायाः तत्तदा न घशिष्यते यद्व्योम्नो हृदयं यद्वा शिलायाः पवनस्य च तस्याचेत्यस्य चिद्व्योम्नः तद्रूपं परमात्मनः अचेत्यस्य मनस्कस्य जीवतो या स्वभावतः स्यात् स्थितिः सा पराशान्ता सत्ता तस्याद्य वस्तुनः चित्प्रकाशस्य यन्मध्यं प्रकाशस्यापि खस्य वा दर्शनस्य च यन्मध्यं तद्रूपं ब्रह्मणो विदुः वेदनस्य प्रकाशस्य दृश्यस्य तमसस्तथा वेदनं यद् अनाद्यन्तं तद्रूपं परमात्मनः यतो जगदुदेतीव नित्यानुदितरूप्यपि विभिन्नपदिवाभिन्नं तद्रूपं परमार्थकं व्यवहारपरस्यापि यत्पाषाणवदासनम् अव्योम्न एव व्योमत्वं तद्रूपं परमात्मनः वेद्यवेदनवेतृत्व रूपत्रयमिदं पुरः यत्रोदित्यस्तमायाति तत्तत्परमदुर्लभं वेद्यवेदनवेतृत्वं यत्रेदं प्रतिबिम्बति अबुद्ध्यादौ महादर्शे तद्रूपं परमं स्मृतं मनः स्वप्नेन्द्रियैर्मुक्तं यद्रूपं स्यान्महाचितेः जङ्गमे स्थावरे वापि तत्सर्वान्ते वशिष्यते स्थावराणां हि यद्रूपं तच्चेद्व्योम तच्चेद्बोधमयं भवेत् मनोबुद्ध्यादिनिर्मुक्तं तत्परेणोपमीयते ब्रह्मार्कविष्णुहरशक्र सदाशिवादि शान्तौ शिवं परममेतदिहैकमास्ते सर्वोपधिव्ययवशादविकल्परूपं चैतन्यमात्रम् अयम् उज्झितविश्वसङ्गम् इति आर्षे श्रीमद् वासिष्ठमहारामायणे मोक्षोपाये उत्पत्ति प्रकरणे महाकल्पान्तावशिष्ट परमभाव वर्णनं नाम दशमः सर्गः. Wow, chanting we have done. Paramartha Varnanam in the 11th one. Then we will see the 12th one would be Jagad Utpatthi Varnanam. One by one. See, too heavy a subject it is. Yet, so what? We have Bhagwan with us. He will see that we are at least able to chant the mantra. Try to see even the literal meaning. That would be our target. Right, friends? Now, let us do the Dashama Sarga Adhayanam. Straight away, Sri Ramji's Prashna. Sri Rama Uvacha Dashama Sargaha. What is Ramji's Prashna? Maha Pralaya Sampatto. When the Maha Pralaya happens, when all the Panchamahabhutas go into the Mula Karana, Tanmatras go into Mula Karana. Brahmadeva, all three worlds also dissolve into Mula Karana. Mula Prakriti, Mula Karana. That's called Maha Pralaya. At that time, Yad Etad Avashishyate, whatever remains. Bhavati Etad Anakaram Nama Nasti Atra Na Samshayaha. Something remains which is beyond a Rupa and beyond the Nama. Nama Rupa Rahita, some Vastu is there. It is easily understandable, I have no doubt regarding it. So in the Maha Pralaya Samaya, something beyond Rupa Nama is there. But when the Rupa Nama etc. are not there, it should be Shunyam. It should be Prakasha Swarupam. But in your explanation, you talked about it little more ununderstandable way, abstract way, unacceptable way. Oh Guru. What is it? Na shunyam katame tat syat. Why it is not shunya? First question. This will be answered in the entire sarga or in the first 15 shlokas. It should be shunyam, no? When Rupa Nama are not there, something must be there. Okay, but that must be shunyam. Na shunyam katam etat syat. Then na prakasha katam bhavet. Why is it not prakasha? Because he said in above sakala kalana shunyam karanam karananam ityadi in the above shlokas. Katam vana tamo rupam. Why it is not prakasha? Why is it not tamo agnya andhakara rupa? Why it is not shunyam? Why it is not prakasha swarupam? So शून्यम क्यों नहीं, प्रकाश क्यों नहीं, तमो रूप क्यों नहीं है और प्रज्वल स्वरूप क्यों नहीं है? Why it is that way you are talking about it? You should something tell about it substantially. Kadam va naiva chidrupam. Why are you calling it as not even chid? Jivo vana katham bhavet. So there is no jiva bhava there. Katham na buddhi tattvam syat. When all the nama rupa go away, buddhi must be remaining. Katham va namano bhavet. There is no mind also. Then katham va naiva kinchit syat. And you said there is nothing in that. And katham va sarvam iti api. And you say that alone is everything again. Why it is this way it is said in an contradictory manner. Opposite things are said. Anaya eva vachobhyangya. With these were words of contradiction. Mama mohaiva udita. I am little more confused. So whenever these type of contradictory explanations come, it only means that that state of being which is beyond Mahapralaya, means in the absence of everything, is such one which cannot be conceptualized by any intellectual idea. So too it cannot be perceivable by any faculties. It is just it is, that's it. It is only anubhava gamya. Because anything you put in words, then that should also have the opposite of it. Like if you say the black, immediately the opposite of it, the white you have to say. Ena? If you say birth, immediately you have to say the opposite of it, death. If you say good, somebody is, then definitely you have to say somebody is bad. Because one explanation doesn't stay without its opposite. Health, if you say, it must go with the disease. Poverty, if you say, must go with the richness. Happiness, if you say, it goes with misery only. One cannot be all alone. And then once the dvandvas come, then the substratum is gone. Therefore, it being sarva dvandva atita, therefore, every dvandva is denied to be in it. In other words, any explainability, any way of conceptualization or vocal speaking about it is denied. Else, what will happen? In the speech, in the mind, in the words of the speech, in the thoughts of the mind, only we will be lost. We will not be able to realize the beyond. To take us beyond, this way it is told. You can't understand it now. Yeah, that means you drop intellect. You will realize it consciously. In that, the can be. In this way, this is talked about. Okay. Now, Vasishtaji's answers few of the shlokas we try to see. Shri Vasishta Uvacha. Salute Vasishta Bhagwan. Om Namo Bhagavate Shri Vasishtaya. Om Shri Vasishta Maharshi Vasishta Sadgurave Namaha. Om Shri Maharshi Vasishta Sadgurave Namaha. Om Shri Maharshi Vasishta Sadgurave Namaha. Om Shri Ramachandra Parabrahmane Namaha. Om Shri Ramachandra Parabrahmane Namaha. Om Shri Ramachandra Parabrahmane Namaha. And what he says, Shri Vasishta Uvacha Vishamoyam Ati Prashnaha Bhavata Samudaharataha Bhetasmyaham tu ayatnena Naisham tava ivam shuman Bhavata Samyak Udaharataha. By you, very nicely caught and put. This prashna is Vishamaha and Ati Prashna. Very Vishama, Jatila, Kathina Prashna and Ati Prashna. Very deep, sublime. So Vishamaha Ati Prashnaha Bhavata Samyak Udaharataha. Still, Bheta Asmi Ayam Aham Ayatnena. Still, I will do the Bhedanam of your this Vishama Prashna. Ayatnena. For me, there is no effort required for it. Easily, effortlessly. Like what? Naisham tamaha iva amshuman. Nisha tamaha. The darkness of night. As Surya Bhagavan comes. How difficult it is for him to remove darkness. No difficulty, just arrives, the darkness just runs away. So easily, simply, I will answer your question. From my side, the explanation is as easy as sunlight dispelling darkness. But from your side, you also have to be equally sublime to catch. And the discussion between you and me, the listener and speaker, is about that subject, which is never under the discussion of any of the intellect or the words, because intellect and the mouth and the faculties function only in the field of the world and worldly things. We are talking about something beyond. Therefore, you have to be very careful that you have to go beyond the word and words explanation, words meaning. You have to be little sublime. You have to be little, having that intuitive power. Subtle you have to be. So I will tell you, Bheta asmi aham ayatnena, naisham tama iva amshuma, naisham tamaha iva amshuma, naisham tamaha amshuma iva ayatnena aham bheta asmi. Asya ati prashnasya. Now he is answering one by one. Mahakalpanta sampattau yat tat sat avashishyate tad rama na yatha shunyam tad idam shrunu katyate. So Mahakalpanta sampattau. When the attainment of end of Mahakalpa happens. Mahakalpa का अंत का जब स्थिति आ जाता है, whether it is the seat of meditation and individual or totally when Brahmadeva also gets retired before the new Brahmadeva comes, at the time of which all the worlds go back into Mula Karana. So Mahakalpanta Sampatto Yat Tat Sat Avashishyate. That Sat Vastu which remains, which is there, Tad, that one, Rama, O Lord Rama, Na Yatha Shunyam, that is not Shunyam. How it is not Shunyam? Tat idam shrunu katit. I am telling you it. Logically, you try to listen and understand. So, Mahapralaya, first you understand. At the Mahapralaya, everything dissolves, you understand. Then the Sadvastu remains, you understand. That Sad is not Shunyam. Don't take it as Shunya. Because there is Shunyavadins, which say there is nothing. It is not Shunyam. In many of the Upanishads, it is spoken. It's not Shunyam, it's Purnam, etc. But how, as beautifully here with examples Sri Vaashishtha brings out, it becomes easier for us to grasp. So it is not Shunyam. When the Mahapralaya Sampatti happens, that one Vastu which remains, which is not empty. It's not Shunyam. It's not absence. That Sat is not absence. In fact, it is a pure Sat. It's a pure basic substratum, the presence. That he'll bring out toward the end in the last 10 shlokas. But before that, why it is not Shunya, explaining through some example. Example is what? What is the topic under discussion? Tad Rama na yatha shunyam tad idam shunu kati. Why it is not Shunya, that Sadvastu which remains when the Mahapralaya Sampatti happens, when the Mahakalpanta happens. Okay, answer is example. Anutkirna yatha stambhe samstita shalabhanjika तथा विश्वं स्थितं तत्र तेन शून्यं न तत्पदम्. Very sublime shloka. Both badhiya. This one and Alata Shanti, they go together. Explanation. He says, Stambhe, on a pole. Let it be a pillar of the stone, or it can be the wooden. In that wood, Shala Bhanjika, a pratima, a murti, maybe of a woman or any man, anybody. The Shala Bhanjika, Anutkirna, when it is not carved out on a stone, when a murti is not carved out, stone is remaining, stone is seen only. Be attentive. Very subtle thought. In that stone, though it is not carved out, is that Shalabhanjika, that Putala, the Pratima, is existing or not? This is the highest Vedanta. This is what Mandukya speaks to us in the first, second Prakaranas. In the uncarved wooden pole or pillar or stone pillar, the to be carved Shalabhanjika is existing or not? Very much existing, because when later on when you carve out it, for it the substratum must be that stambha only. The stambha ke satta ke bina, the Shalabhanjika cannot be carved out. Now it is not carved out. Therefore, but still it is there uncarved. It must be there inside. Anutkirna Anutkirna Shalabhanjika Stambe Yatha Samstita. In the same way, the Vishwam, before it becomes Prakta, Tatha Vishwam, before it gets manifested, Tatra Sthitam, it is there in that Parabrahma, the Sadvastu, before it gets manifested. Tena, because of this reason, example logic, Tena Shunyam na Tatpadam, that supreme, that reality is not Shunya. See that? Generally, in our in Vedantic discussions, we talk that for everything existing, the substratum is Satta, Paramatma. That's how all our explanation discussions go. Without Paramatma, the Jagat cannot be. All the time. That is absolutely true. But here, a step down, we are coming. What? Ki, we attend. The seen Jagat by us, the Jagat which is seen by us, is taken as a means medium for us to ascertain about the existence of that Paramatma. Mula Roop mein, because the Paramatma, the Jagat is existing. But for you and I to understand about the Paramatma's Ashunyata and Purnata, what helps us is the existing Jagat. See, Shalabhanjika is not there. It's going to come. So, the Shalabhanjika, though now unmanifest, later on will be manifested. That would be manifested Shalabhanjika. Ika becomes the means for the presence of the Stambha. Now, what is in the Stambha Sthana? The Parabrahma Parma. The Shalabhanjika Sthana is the entire Vishwa. So, the Stambha is there. Right now, the Shalabhanjika is not there, but it is inside there. The presence of Shalabhanjika inside the Stambha proves the presence of Stambha. That is the point. Because from any other substratum other than the pillar, the Shalabhanjika cannot come. वो अपने आप नहीं आ सकता और कहीं से नहीं आ सकता. It has to come from or to be carved out of that pillar only. See that subtlety of the example. Anutkirna yatha stambhe samstita Shalabhanjika. So, is Shalabhanjika there? Now, not there. Will it be carved out? Carved out. If it has to be carved out, should it be there in the pillar or not? Yes. If it is there in the pillar, is the pillar there or not? Yeah, it is there. So too, in the Maha Pralaya Kala, Kalpanta Kala, is the Srushti there? Not there. Will the Srushti again coming manifesting? Definitely. That Srushti which is going to manifest, is it there inside the Parabrahma Tattva or not? It has to be there because from it only it has to come. If it has to come from Parabrahma, therefore, how can the Parabrahma be Shunya? Therefore, Parabrahma is there. This explanation is only to bring to our notice that the Parabrahma is not Shunya, emptiness. Later on, the limitation of this example will be told after 15-20 shlokas. Think. Everywhere, anything you can see. By chiseling that particular pillar or stone, a form is brought out. Anything, a man is brought out of that, a soldiers. So that soldier which is carved out was already there inside, or a elephant, or any of the pratima you make. पहले थे वो उसमें, but unmanifest. So the presence of this pratima in that Shalavanjika is to prove to us the presence of the pillar, that it is not shunya. Later on, what will be told? That pillar is real, but this pratima is only projected. Example is only to bring to our notice the presence of the Purna Paramatma, not Shunya. Example is not to say that really there is the Shala Vanjika real, independent of the Stambha. Later other नहीं तो क्या होगा फिर? Again we have to accept the reality of the Jagat. No. Not to tell that the Jagat is real. This explanation is given. But through the seen Jagat, it becomes easier for us to apprehend about the full presence of the Paramatma. To say it is not Shunya. Why it is not Shunya? Because if the Jagat is manifesting, it can't manifest from Shunya. Therefore, that Sad Vastu is not Shunya, not an absence. It's a pure Sat Chit Purna Vastu. It's not emptiness. That's the main point conveyed. Okay. Anutkirna yatha stambhe samstita shalavanjika tata vishwam stitam tatra. Tena shunyam na tat padam. That padam is not shunyam. Continue. Ayam ittam mahabhogah jagadakyo vabhasate satyo bhavatva satyo va yatra tatra tu ashunyata. Abhi dekho. Shifting our attention. How beautiful, Itham in the same way, like the example of Shalabhanjika on the Stambha. Itham in the same way, I am Mahabhogaha. This whole Mahabhoga means big serpent. Bhoga means serpent. On the robe, the serpent example we see, on the robe, the serpent is projected, imagined. That example ko dusht mein rakhkar, the entire Jagat is called as Mahabhogaha, big serpent. Itam ayam Mahabhogaha Jagadakya avabhasate. Like the Shalavanjika, the entire Vishwa, which is like a big serpent. The serpent is not to say that the Jagat is like serpent. The serpent example is the Rajju Sarpa में सर्प भ्रांति भ्रांति को दृष्टि में रखकर सर्प कहा यहाँ. Not Jagat is like सर्प. So this सर्पस्थानीय जगत on the Rajju स्थानीय परब्रह्म. ठीक है. तो अयम इत्थम महाभोगः जगदाख्यः अवभासते. Up to this you understand. Like the Shalabhanjika on the Stambha. Okay. Now the point is Satyah bhavatu asatyah va. This appearing Jagat. Mahabhogaha samana. Satyah bhavatu asatya. We will discuss about it. Whether it is Satya or Asatya, baad mein. But somewhere it is there, no? Yatra. It is there, Satya or Asatya, from somewhere, no? Yatra, whichever the place it is there, tatra to ashunyata. That cannot be shunya. Whether the Jagat is shunya, sat or asat, हम बाद में डिस्कस करेंगे. बट जिसके ऊपर वो प्रकट हो रहा है, प्रतिभासित हो रहा है, वो तो अशून्य है. इट इज नॉट शून्य. जगत शून्य और अशून्य और सत और असत बाद में. But on whatever substratum it is projected or whatever the cause from it is coming, that is real. That is not shunya. That is purna. So here the Vasishthaji's attempt is to prove the ashunyata of the Paramatma Tattva, which remains when the Mahakalpa Anta happens. So Mahakalpanta Sthita Parama Bhava Varnanam. First Varnam is it is not Shunyam. It cannot be. Because the projected Pratima proves the presence of the Stambha. So the projected or real, the Jagat, whatever, proves the presence of the Paramatma. Therefore, is pure presence, not Akashavat Shunya. Clear? So, अनुत्की अयम इत्थम महाभोगः जगदाख्या अवभासते सत्य भवतु असत्यो वा. अभी बाद में देखेंगे जगत सत्य हो असत्य हो. यत्र तत्र wherever this jagat is in, that तो तत्र तो अशून्यता. That cause must be not shunya. Because from somewhere it is coming, no, the jagat. Therefore that must be existing. It's not emptiness. So ashunyatva is proved. And it is ashunya, therefore it is purna. But in what way that purnata explained? Only purna you can say. You can't say it is purna with hava, with pani, with agni, with mana, with indriya. कुछ नहीं कह सकते. फिर किससे पूर्ण है वो? सत्य चित्त से पूर्ण. That's why in you there is sat, in me there is sat. In between both of us, what is there? Sat alone is there, in which the akasha is there, because there is no third person between you and I. Absence of third person is there, but that is there in akasha. Akasha always is there in satta only, no? You are experiencing akasha as is only. In the akasha there is nothing, but akasha is no. आकाश में कुछ नहीं है, बट आकाश नामक चीज तो है ना, और है में आकाश चीज है. Therefore, between you and me, if somebody says nobody, it is true, but nobody other than the existence. Isn't it? That we are missing it. बीच में क्या है तो स्पेस है कहते हो ना, तो स्पेस भी कह रहे हो, है भी कह रहे हो. टुमारो गीता इज दिस सब्जेक्ट ओनली. ना सतो विद्यते भावः न भाव विद्यते सतः. Exactly this topic only we are going to discuss. Okay, so the Shalavanjika Stambha Udaharana helped us to know that in the Mahakalpanta Sampatti, that Sadvastu which is there is not Shunya. It is not Shunya. Okay, Ayam Ittam Mahabhoga Jagadakya Avabhasate Satya Bhavata Satyova Yatra Tatra tu Ashunyata. वो तो शून्य नहीं है. Again, same thing beautifully. यथा न पुत्रिका शून्यः स्तम्भोऽनुत्कीर्ण पुत्रिकः तथा भातं जगद्ब्रह्म तेन शून्यं न तत्पदम्. See, यथा न पुत्रिका शून्यः स्तम्भः अनुत्कीर्ण पुत्रिकः. Like the stamba is not empty. When the putrika means here the Shalavanjika is not carved out. In the same way, tatha in the Brahman, the Jagat was there in an unmanifest form. That's what I told you. This is a subject very exhaustively dealt in Mandukya Upanishad. In Mandukya Upanishad, even in Aitareya also we saw, halfway through in Taittiriya Upanishad also. Mainly in Taittiriya this was there. What is the meaning of creation is nothing but the projection of name and form. Before the creation, namely name and form, God projected. Where were they? They were in the Brahman only. In what form? In an unmanifest form. Like this example. Where is the Putrika? In the Stambha only, in an unmanifest form. And you carved it out with instruments, it's seen. Same way, the whole Jagat which we are seeing. In the Mahakalpanta Sampatti, where it goes into Paramatma, in what form? In an unmanifest and undifferentiated form, other than Paramatma. Nahi. But still, when Paramatma does the Sankalpa, it gets manifested. That is why the Jagat is there or not there is a question which cannot be directly answered as is or not. That is why it is Mithya. In the pure Brahman, it is not there. But when that Brahman with his Maya Shakti does Sankalpa, it gets manifested as if it is there. Therefore, Asti or Nasti nahi bol sakte, isliye Mithya. But ultimate though, from the Brahma Drushti, it is not there. Therefore, our job is neither to know the Jagat to be Mithya nor to know it is Satya. Our job is to know the Brahman. Our job is to realize the Brahman. Or thoda, like this, when we listen daily little, our intellects become qualified to grasp these things. So yatha na putrika shunya stambha anutkirna putrika. Stambha na putrika shunya. It is not free from the putrika, the putla. Stambha anutkirna before the putrika or the shalavanjika is carved out. It is there. In the same way, tatha bhatam jagat brahma. In the same way, from the unmanifest state, from the Brahman, the Jagat gets manifested. Therefore, the here the attention is not on the Jagat or its manifestation or its unmanifestation. The attention is to prove that that Brahman is not Shunyam. Tena Shunyam na Tatpadam. That state of being, which is at Mahakalpanta, is it not Shunyam? Shalavanjika दिख रहा है तो it proves the presence of Khamba. So too the Jagat manifested proves the presence of the reality. In the Mahakalpanta, this whole Jagat dissolves, but that is there. That is there, not Shunya, that is Purna. But it is indescribable. Right? Okay. Same thing to explain, one or two more examples are taken. Samyam bhasi yatha vichir न चास्ति न च नास्ति च तथा जगत ब्रह्मणीदम. देखो, शून्य शून्यम पदम गतम. साम्यम भसी, in a water which is still, yatha, in that, vichihi, the wave, na cha asti na cha nasti. You cannot say it is there because you don't see. You cannot say it is not there because it will manifest. Therefore, is the wave manifest or unmanifest? Is a question non-answerable and useless. Then what is answerable or useful? Is the water there or not? The reality. In the same way, tata jagat brahmani idam. Idam jagat brahmani shunya shunyam padam gatam. This jagat is shunya in the Brahman, in the pure Brahma stage. And the jagat is ashunyam, gets manifest out of that Brahman. Therefore, about jagat, you can talk both stages of shunya shunya. But in either the cases of the jagat prakatya, of the waves prakatya, the water is eternally real. So too the Brahman is always there. It is not empty or not shunyam. Okay, in this way, desha kaladi shantatvat putrika racharanam dhrume sambhavati ayatha to atah vai tena anamte vimuhyate. So, like, even though within that stambha, the putrika is there unmanifest, unless somebody imagines and carves out, it cannot express. In the same way, even though the unmanifest jagat is there in an unmanifest form in the Brahman, without the sankalpa of that Brahman, that jagat cannot get manifested. This is what he in all Upanishads what is said. So kamayata bahusyam prajayeti. Taittiriya Upanishad. Atma va idamekam agrasid nanyat kinchana mishatu. And then sa ikshata imannu lokannu lokapalannu sujai iti. So that Paramatma's sankalpa, therefore Paramatma's presence is being proved here by saying that even though in that stambha the putrika is unmanifest, unless somebody does the sankalpa, it won't get manifested. In the same way, without the sankalpa, permission of the pure Brahma Tattva, the Jagat cannot manifest, even though it is in him unmanifested. By this, the independence to the Jagat is rejected. It is not Jagat by itself gets manifested, unmanifested. It is Jada. It cannot manifest by itself. and it is manifested out of Maya. Maya also is Jada. It belongs to the Mayapati, the Brahman, the reality. So in all, what's main point discussed? Brahman is not Shunya, who is at the Mahakalpanta. At the same time, the Jagat is unmanifest him in his purest form. When it has to manifest, it is by his sankalpa only it manifests. When it manifests, it can never be independent of the substratum as long as it is there. Therefore, it comes and goes. There is Shunya Shunya Sthiti to the Jagatu, but not to the Brahman. Brahman is eternal presence, not Shunya. That point is brought out. Now, see, to be interested in this type of discussion, in trying to grasp this knowledge, how much pure our intellect must be, how much jignasa must be in us to know about the nature of the truth. एंड वहां वो वाला मन बुद्धि और हमारा मन जो है अभी इस जगत में, संसार में, सुखों में, भोगों में, व्यक्तियों में, अर्थ कामों में फंसा है. Should we get lost in those meaningless things or pull away our upadhis of manabuddhi from that and search out this knowledge, seek this knowledge, think about it, which is supreme, which is greater endeavor. Think. नहीं हम ऐसे ही राग द्वेष काम क्रोधादियों से इस मिथ्या नाम रूप जगत को सत्य मानकर वहीं फंसे रहेंगे. तथास्तु. Then come out, then study these shastras. It is tough, but then it is not impossible. But once you start understanding, apprehending these deeper things, even if you want, the mind won't enter into that unwanted projections of the raga, dvesha, kama, krodha, which are the cause of samsara. Right, friends? So how many 11 slokas, 10 slokas we have seen? Or 11? Tomorrow we'll see the remaining. Thank you. So 10, 11 slokas per day is very good run rate. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Tat Sat Brahma Arpanamstu. Let us study Adi Shankara's Grantha. Please come.